pay close attention, you can see that there is a consistent internal logic and rules to how this cartoon world really works. And I think how SpongeBob cartoon logic works is best explained in the season 2 episode Idiot Box. In this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick spend the day playing inside a box. But Squidward keeps hearing impossible sound effects coming from it. Bum, and how are they creating these sound effects?
How are you two making those noises?
Imagination.
With their imagination. And this is key to understanding how the SpongeBob world really works. This episode tells us that anything that is imagined in SpongeBob can physically come true. You can see this imagination rule in every single episode of the show. The most obvious example of this is when a character is thinking and a thought bubble appears above their head. But in SpongeBob, these thought bubbles are real physical things. Other characters can see and physically interact with them.
Hey, hold on! Collections! You'll never get me formula flattening me in a flashback.
Because things imagined in SpongeBob come to life. And this goes far beyond just thought bubbles. It explains how characters are constantly getting new problems from out of nowhere. Where did SpongeBob suddenly get this hat inside? Where did he get this glove or all these costumes that instantly appear and disappear? It's because SpongeBob is imagining all of these thoughts. This can be used to explain almost every single absurd gag in this show. Patrick is imagining himself getting beat up here. SpongeBob is imagining the sun talking to him and burning his bedroom. And SpongeBob and Patrick are imagining that fire is able to exist underwater. And if you still don't believe me, look what happened when Patrick questions the logic behind the fire. The moment they start doubting the logic of the fire, it disappears because they're no longer able to imagine. This rule also seems to be limited by how imaginative SpongeBob is. Squidward, who's very exact idiot box today, rarely ever manifests any imaginations. While SpongeBob, arguably the most imaginative character in the show, has created a list of characters able to everybody using his imagination, both of which have ended up completely reappearing throughout the entire show. Everybody even went on to create an entire little town full of little citizens, all stemming from SpongeBob's imagination. This theory also explains why Mrs. Puff gets trapped in so many delusions. They are literally manifesting around her because of her. Okay, but what's the point of explaining all this? Even if you didn't know the exact mechanics of it, you probably already understood that random stuff can just appear and disappear in the cartoon. I'm not really telling you anything groundbreaking. But once you fully understand this idea, it adds a whole new context to so many things in the show. One of the most interesting being how dreams seem to affect the world, specifically SpongeBob's dreams. In season 1 Sleepy Time, SpongeBob dreams about finally getting his license, but then he crashes and Mrs. Puff takes his license away. And this is exactly what happens later in the season 2 episode, No Free Rides. Mrs. Puff gives him a license, instantly regrets it, and after SpongeBob crashes his car, Mrs. Puff takes his license away. So, did SpongeBob's dream predict this event? Or did his imagination literally cause it to happen? You're not convinced yet? Don't worry. This is far from the only instance of this happening. In season 2 Procrastination, SpongeBob dreams about his time to burn down, which happens later in season 9 during his new toy. In season 5 Roller Coaster, he dreams about crashing on a Blood World roller coaster, and then it happens in season 10 Don't Wake Patrick. Even dreams we don't see come true. In Squid on the Bus, Squidward becomes the bus driver for the day, and SpongeBob says it. Now, I already know what you're gonna say. SpongeBob's a very long name, so a lot of these basic thoughts are bound to happen eventually. You know, it's like how the Simpsons can predict the future. But in season 3, Fear of Krabby Patties, SpongeBob dreams about everyone in the Krusty Krab turning into giant killer Krabby Patties. That is a very weird and specific plot, and yet that's still exactly what happens 7 seasons later in Krabby Patty Creature Feature, when Mr. Krabs feeds people experimental Krabby Patties and turns everyone into giant mutant Krabby Patty monsters. SpongeBob's dreams eventually manifest into real life because of the unlimited power of his imagination. Okay, that's all pretty interesting, right? But you want to know something really crazy? In researching this theory, I discovered something else. Honestly, it may be one of the craziest discoveries I've ever found in this show. Are you ready? In season 6 episode Trooper Square, all of the characters get trapped inside of a massive ventilation system beneath the Krusty Krab. At a certain point, Mr. Krabs gets separated from the group. SpongeBob then takes a break to tell the story of when Mr. Krabs told him there's no scene of them being removed. He's just gone and then back somehow, and it's never explained in this episode. I mean, what was the point of wasting time and money animating this stuff if they were just gonna immediately bring Mr. Krabs back without any explanation? You could literally remove this Krabs separated from them, and the episode would make total sense. But wait, look at how SpongeBob's story ends. Imaginary Mr. Krabs from inside of the top level grabs Poppin and throws him down. And when we come back, Mr. Krabs is suddenly back sitting with the group. The obvious explanation is that this isn't the real Mr. Krabs. This is still the imaginary Krabs from SpongeBob's story who came to life. And the real Mr. Krabs is still somewhere lost inside of the Krusty Krab fence, and they never switch back. The Mr. Krabs they escape with is not the real Mr. Krabs. And every time we see Mr. Krabs after this episode, he's actually a fake imaginary Krabs. And the real one is still trapped beneath the Krusty Krab somewhere. It's the reason why Mr. Krabs in later seasons has become such a one-dimensional character. Going from someone who was cheap but still genuinely cared about his employees and family to a one-note cartoon villain. It's because he actually was replaced by a flat, imaginary imitation of the original. And I know what you're gonna say, that there's no way SpongeBob would imagine it to be that way. Well, think again. Drop what you got. Is the imagination theory. 7 more mini theories left. Woo! See you at the credits. Just a heads up, some of these new theories kind of build off of my old SpongeBob conspiracies, so if you've never seen the television theory, I recommend watching that first. So, there's this viral image that's going on the internet that points out a really funny detail about this show. There seems to be a frightening number of miniature Ghostbuster skeletons on SpongeBob. And it's a really funny observation, but it's also really strange because why are there a bunch of mini human skeletons in SpongeBob? Like, the animators already have a generic design for a fish skeleton, why are they going out of their way to make these human skeletons? They're obviously much more detailed and harder to draw. But this is something we see in both early and modern SpongeBob. Well, I think the television theory actually provides a pretty good explanation for this. We know there's tons of human scuba divers secretly filming the show, and it even looks like some of them are fish signs, and we know that there's shrinking technology on this show. So, like I've already said, I think it's fair to assume that humans shrunk themselves down to better fit these characters' undertone, which explains why we see so many tiny human skeletons. They're the crew members who sadly passed away during the filming of SpongeBob. They are deep underwater after all. It's not the safest place for humans to be. And that's about all I had to say about this topic. It's not actually that interesting. I probably wouldn't have even bothered making this second theory if it wasn't for a very interesting piece of SpongeBob history that was recently the original SpongeBob pitch book, a document created by Jim Henenberg in 1970 to show Nickelodeon, was just recently finally made available to the public. And it is full of fascinating, early ideas and concepts of the show. But what's interesting to me is that much like the show itself, the pitch Bible is presented on a fictional in-universe report from a team of deep-sea divers discovering the hidden bottom. Which was the original name for SpongeBob. It's crazy that even the pitch Bible for the show has no. This is a good television thing, I don't want this, but there's something in this Bible that I always thought was a little strange. On page 12, there's a dedication section. It describes one of the first expeditions to the Kidney Bottom taken by a deep-sea diver named Bucky Larry using a new and untested diving suit, which ultimately imploded from the undersea pressures. Bucky died. It's kind of a strange thing to include in a pitch book. The story seems to be inspired by Benjamin Lippert, the inventor of the suit shown in this photo, but there's no record of people dying during the expedition. So it seems like this story about Bucky was completely made up just to add more lore to the show. So the book begs the question, if he is a character in this universe, where is Bucky from? Could he possibly be one of the human skeletons we've seen throughout the show? Well, we know Bucky died in this old prototype diving suit, so I think his body will probably still be inside of it. So the real question is, do we know that diving suits in Bikini Bottom? And yes, we do. We see it almost every episode. SpongeBob TV is clearly supposed to be an old diving suit on it, but it's strange because it's so small compared to diving suits we've seen worn by other humans. So either this diving suit is from a shrunken human, or it's been compressed down to a smaller size by the pressures of the sea, just like Bucky's. If you would see SpongeBob's TV design was a part of the original pitch Bible, I think there's a very good chance that this is supposed to be at least the head of Bucky Larry. I think every time SpongeBob is watching TV, he's actually staring directly at a dead human skull. And if you don't believe me, since Wood, SpongeBob and Patrick fight over the TV to actually pull it apart. And for the very first time ever, we go into something. It's an extremely fast moment, but if you go frame by frame, you'll see that inside of SpongeBob's TV is what looks like a human skull. And that is rest in peace.